on the side of TSM, I would be, I don't know, I'd be a little concerned. I mean, what do you think Dignitas can do to have to deal with an agent like that, as we're already getting to load in? This is gonna be kind of a fast movement here. That satchel already pushed on the side of TSM. It's like, hold your thoughts, Delta. First blood is already down, and it is already a hard push through on Heaven's side here, as the rest of Dignitas, they're trying to make their way through.
Already made their way through quite quickly, but so many members have been taken down. Two members of Dignitas left, not having the spike, and all that's left Sholiana.
Yeah, Sholiana on her lonesome here, hoping to find a kill, but I mean, that's a pretty good rotation on the side of TSM. They definitely had that unlock, and that's just the frustrating thing about, look at all of the utility that TSM has in their favor. They're definitely in meta, I guess is the best way to say it, as Sholiana falls. TSM takes that first point. So kind of circling back to my question, like, this is a utility-heavy TSM. You have the Viper, the Astra, the Sage, and the Sky with the typical Jet duelist. Like, that is a really strong competitive, like, a comp, right? So can you kind of brush up on that? Was there SMGs in hand?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, just having the double controller comp is just so vital for this map. Essentially, a controller controlling the map, making them be able to, for example, you see walls can go up in on site, can go up in mid, just taking up this precious map control that's needed, especially in mid for split.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at the picks on the side of Dignitas, when you're starting on attack, I do like their composition, as well as that Paranoia manages to tag a couple of the TSM players, forcing them back, and the rest of Dignitas trying to push their way through here, but it is trades, as I mean, Sholiana really hurting, but she does still have her heal, which she'll use on herself, though. But it's Donut finds the head of Stephanie, and again, Dignitas looking like they're in a little bit of a struggle bus. As I finish that sentence, TSM will just close out that round. I mean, that is their rifle or gun advantage that they have, but we are now looking at round 3, which is the buy round for Dignitas, so they're looking to hopefully swing things in their favor here, but...
Yep. Exactly right. Not too surprising. They were able to convert off of the pistol round, and now they will be doing a bonus, so keeping those Spectres. And we have Dignitas finally able to buy up those rifles. We see a split approach, not too crazy, but oh my goodness, what's going on in mid?
Oh, I like it. You know that the advantage is rifles for Dignitas. TSM, they're like, we'll take the fight to you. That is a hard push through mid with their SMGs, and it pays off. They've already taken down 2. They'll reset with their 3, but they weren't able to pick up those Dono rifles though, so that's fine.
So things have definitely slowed down from that very chaotic push down mid. Everything is settled. Teams have gotten back into that default space. We already have Stephanie making her way into A Heaven. Hopefully we'll be able to take out Kath and able to get onto site pretty clean.
Yeah. Emily on her lonesome now, trying to see if she can catch anybody on this rotation here. Sneaking, she hears the footsteps, has her gun out, will swing, finds the head of Sholiana. That has to be a little bit of a horror feeling right there for her. She will pick up that Vandal. Still very doable, I feel like, if she can find herself another pick, but chips in the night here as she tries to walk over, not realizing Stephanie on the corner. She's trying to clear out hell, I'm assuming, with that device, but she'll swing through, grabs herself. What? Oh my god, Emily! Okay. Triple kill, finds the heads. Made that look so easy. TSM takes this round despite the rifle disadvantage to start.
Wow, that was huge to be able to cover this round. Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful retake. You know, it being a 1v2, we didn't think she would be able to have it, but isolating this fight was just beautiful with the Viper's wall. I'm just wow. This is vital because now Dignitas's economy is a little bit in trouble. They're not going to be able to buy up, unfortunately. Meanwhile, TSM, things are just looking their way. They have ults starting to come up. They have a pretty big wallet and rifles in their arsenal.
Yeah, and First Blood operator in the hands of Dodonut finds herself a Cypher on the opposite side of the map here, while the rest of the team, having a little bit of a gun battle at middle, has to deal with this pesky Sage wall.
Sage wall is just that much more impactful to block off access in the heaven. And look, the snake bite making it that much more difficult to push in. So Dignitas, realizing B is not the way to go, going to go through vents to try to do A, but someone is waiting for them already.
Yeah, the patience on the side of TSM here, we're seeing it. Oh, that is a collateral. Path finds herself too. Spike in her control now. Make that a triple and a quadra. My goodness. What did you have for breakfast, TSM? Share it over here.
Can I have some? Oh
right?
My word. TSM is popping off, and it's the whole team, really. Everyone is just able to contribute with these multi kills. I knew Cath was going to be able to sneak up on them in their approach to the A site, but not like this. Not like this at all. My goodness. Dignitas is in a little bit of trouble. At least they'll be able to buy in this round with rifles. They're going to do a default approach, splitting out across the map, but already taken out by Dodonut.
Yeah, that operator has been proven very worth it so far. Manages to find 2 First Bloods in a row. Viper's Pit also extended over at middle by Emily, and I mean, Dignitas, they're really struggling here, and they need to find a way to slow down this hot fire momentum that is happening on the side of TSM.
Slow things down, yes, but TSM already have so much control on the map. Remember, we were saying having 2 controllers. It's clear the Viper's Pit in mid, making it that much more difficult to get on and push onto the B site.
Yeah, Donut just... Oh, this is point if she cross over. Emily will get killed from the backside. Neural Theft to come out too, and that's a swing. It doesn't matter. Cath, again, good for that headshot. That will reset and fall back because numbers advantage in favor of TSM as Dignitas down to 2.
But then again, someone waiting in A heaven to try to stop this rotate.
We've seen this before. A little bit of a difference here. That is a res bait, but Emily trying to stay alive after being brought back to the dead. Instead, we'll give her body to the triple kill of Dodonut.
TSM are running away with this a little bit. I was just about to say they're gonna need a timeout. Dignitas just need to slow things down, think things through, try to figure out what is causing TSM to run away with this. It looks like they just have their number. Whenever Dignitas try to rotate, someone's waiting for them. Whenever they're trying to push, there's just all this utility to try to get through. We saw that previous round, the Viper's Pit through mid. Even though they were able to take the Viper's Pit out, the push was just substantially delayed by then. And when you're being picked off like that, for example, Dodonut picking off people so early in the round, you just don't have that many members to continue with your push on the attack. So TSM they're in peak performance right now.
Absolutely, and I mean, just talking about Dodonut with that operator has not really played the same spot twice, so it really keeps Dignitas on their toes here. we're gonna come into this. This is gonna be a very poor gun round on the side of Dignitas, but you're just gonna try and do what you can here, and I like this setup that they have where they're just gonna try and bum rush onto ace height, but again, Donut is here. That is a wall as well being used, so it's almost like TSM is in the heads of Dignitas and just reading them like a book.
Reading them like a book, exactly. And Donut already able to get the pick with the blades now.
Donut. She will get picked off mid-air, but is the rest of TSM just cleaning up, cleaning house. 0-6 now for them as... Okay, well, that's the throwaway round, right? They were poor, but and all that. But let's talk about there are now ultimates online on the side of Dignitas. How can they capitalize on this?
Hopefully they do, because it's starting to look a little scary. Like you said, TSM just seemed to have their number being able to... We saw the Sage barrier wall going up, allowing enough time for the rest of the team to rotate and shut them down. They weren't even allowed onto site. So if Dignitas isn't able to bait out some of the utility and stop the aggression, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh, this is like crossfire, just punishing Dignitas.
What just happened?
I don't...
What? Is the round over? It
is.
Oh, okay.
Ultimates expended and KO running in there, just saying, with his voice lines, and then just getting destroyed. They were just not expecting Donut sitting on that side. Via Panda finding those heads. Oh no, Dr. Delta. Dr. Delta, what do we do?
I can't exactly cure this. It's looking mighty dim. Like I said, they just have their number. They were able to shut down the push through mid, and those ultimates just being expended, making it that much more difficult to try to get back into this. The wall already up, slowing down their push substantially. Donut already took out a member of Dignitas, and they're already pushing through.
Yeah, it is very aggressive for the side of TSM, who they do some rounds patient, some rounds just a hard push through middle, really keeping Dignitas on their toes, very frazzled. And there's you can't write a prescription to cure this, like you said, and this is a bit of a mental game right now that Dignitas also has to now battle through. When you're looking at it, the score is 0-8.
It is.
And not even getting that spike down, and I can't find a site. What? Dignitas, they're playing safe, or playing a default does not work out for them. Try to play aggressive, immediately get punished.
Yep.
So what do? What else is in the playbook?
Yep. And even like you said, just trying to wait things out, then TSM decide to go on the aggro and shut them out. They have barely been able to get onto site. It's just amazing. So okay, Stephanie trying to make a move with the showstopper, making some space.
Wrong side.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
No. I mean, we have the advantage of seeing the visions through the walls, and I was like, man, that looks pretty. That is a double satchel that I can't even pull on my best day. But
wow,
unfortunately, just looking at it on the wrong side, and I'm gonna be a broken record here as far as Dignitas needs to find a way to crawl back into this, because you do not want to end this half without a point on the board.
You don't. It's just so hard to come back from, like, the ideal number. If you're going to be down, at least try to be down 7-5, 8-4. It's just so hard to overcome deficits like this.
How much, as I said, though, Donut, every time, first blood with that operator, so frustrating and never on the same side. But I was going to ask here, because as TSM just constantly is running away with this. Would you say that there is a favor to the side of TSM? Split typically a defense-sided map, but it's not that defense-heavy, right?
It's not
It can't.
this
No.
heavy. No, I would say, yeah, you're right. It's defense-sided, but this is a whole new beast.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
I mean,
mid.
look at this aggression. This is not the defense. This is attack
Camera taken out.
on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, when we're looking, so, you know, just kind of like a reminder here that this is a map, the map pick of Dignitas. As far as the last recent records show for both teams, TSM kind of, it's literally 50% win rate for them right now on the map split. And Dignitas at 60, at least for their recent matchups. This doesn't look like it was a Dignitas map pick.
It does not, unfortunately. And with this next round, they're being stuck on pistols. Not going to be able to get through this Sage wall very efficiently. And Kath already pushing through mid. One member taken down. It's just that much more difficult to overcome. Wow, and she takes the boombot out. So no damage, not really punished. And she's just still there waiting for them, knowing that someone's going to try to push onto site.
I mean, Donut
Last player
for
standing.
another operator
Flawless.
here as Dignitas. They're just sitting ducks in that corner. It is
Last round in the half.
0-11. Last round at the half. Dream looking impossible here for the side of Dignitas, unless they can do a miracle showing of their own once the sides switch. But
Right.
I almost feel like for that momentum to happen, they need to win this round. They need to win both pistol rounds at the
Yep.
half.
Yep, exactly.
And
So
pretty much win every round after, right?
you're exactly right. They have 3 ultimates, but none of the 3 are very great at making space. But, you know, magic can happen. They are looking to get through mid, trying to make some space, but a crossfire is already waiting for them. Oh, the
It
timing.
is...
Oh, the timing.
She
Oh,
spots.
what is this?
Patience
no.
misses!
Oh, whew.
Finally pays out though. Kath will first to fall, looking pretty promising here for Dignitas as they get themselves another. It is Donut though with that operator removes that KO. Dignitas, they actually make their way onto his side. They're gonna get that spike down, and time is now on deck for TSM to play on the side. But
Right, but TSM have a res available to them. The operator in hands, groups the res, so now it's a 4v4.
still looking very doable as the Seekers come out to play on the hunt here, trying to find some Dignitas members. That coordinated
One
push,
enemy remaining.
Stephanie and Rain already dropping. Oh my god, what? Oh no.
Oh my word. That
That is a...
I felt that.
Oh no.
I felt that.
Switching sides.
Wow.
Match
All right.
point.
This has been a map, to say the least. I'm in shock and awe that a team like TSM and Dignitas could produce like results like this. I really hope things turn around for Dignitas in the next half, but we're gonna have to see.
I mean, this is literally like their Rudy miracle run. That might be a reference for some of the young ones who might not realize what that is. I apologize. It's okay. There is Google. I'm just saying, it's just one of those. This is like a Disney movie situation that's happening here right now. Dignitas up against the ropes. Need every single round to go in their favor. It's literally that 1% chance even, and with TSM playing so flawlessly, It's an uphill battle with weights on your legs, and I don't know, maybe like a pesky dog dragging you down to. I have no idea how Dignitas is gonna climb out of this pit.
Well, we'll have to see what happens after. So definitely stick around so that we can see if Dignitas is able to come out of this pit.
So I just want to touch up on this though, because something that oh yes, and so we are going to go and cut to a quick break, and we will be back shortly right after this. And half Dignitas on the defense, sitting with that goose egg. Things need to change, Dr. Delta.
They do.
What change can they do?
Just like you were saying before, if they don't win the, well, I mean, actually, it's they have to win the pistol round.
They
And
have to.
pretty much every round after that, it's going to be difficult because their composition isn't the best for this half. It's just going to be that much more difficult to try to overcome those. But things are hopeful. Okay, the first pick, first blood finally going on the way of Dignitas.
Yep. taking out the Donut, who, I mean, does not have an operator since it is a pistol round, so perhaps not too worrisome yet. But when you are attacker sided with a player down, it does get a little bit tougher. Not too much of a disadvantage though, as Athena will find herself one. It is bodies dropping everywhere here. It's a 3v3 still, as that spike hoping to make its way onto a site of sorts, as TSM sitting up top here. Oh no. Dignitas, it is looking pretty dire.
Oh, okay.
Good rotation, catches themselves one, looks the wrong way, and